The phone number traces to a street in Armpit County, Tennessee. Armpit County, you say? Okay, welcome to AI Dungeon. Basically, it's what you would get if you took a text adventure game, but had a shitty AI control what was going to happen. I say shitty AI despite the fact that it's supposed to be a pretty fucking good AI. There's kind of a blank space at the top. Do you think we could fill that with something? Let me just, yep. I'm just decorating here. 1 second. We've got the ever-watching eyes, the all-seeing eyes, and we've got also a little scorpion up there just to scare the newcomers. We're gonna start with fantasy. I hope you enjoy the sound of my voice because it's basically the only thing going to be happening in this stream. Select a character. Princess, let's be a magical girl. Prince, you really want me to... Can I be a male princess? Okay. Number 2, princess. My character's name, it's Mike. Alright, let's see how this goes. You are Mike, a princess living in the kingdom of Larian. You wake up in a big feather bed and hear clamoring outside your door. A knight rushes in to tell you the kingdom is under attack. The big bad has finally come to take over your land, and you know that you need to run for the hills. What do? You know that you need to run for the hills, okay? Run for the hills. You rush outside to find a horse, but the entire kingdom is on fire. So you run to hide in the hills yourself. You carefully avoid the camp set up by the big bad. So, okay. The entire kingdom? Examine kingdom. Is it all of the kingdom? Everything is on fire? You walk around the kingdom and see that the big bad made sure to take it over completely. You're so mad you could just spit nails. Spit nails. You spit so many nails you could open up a new hardware store. Unfortunately, the big bad set up his new shop next to it and starts to sell his discount nails at cost. I'm liking this already. Bomb the big bad's store. You hire some of the kingdom's best engineers and architects to design a bomb. They do a good job, but unfortunately the bomb is so large, it destroys all of the big bad's store, except for his end cap. Google end cap. You learn that an end cap is a large freestanding display that contains merchandise. The big bad's end cap survived the wow, this fucking AI is good. So what happened is I bombed his store, but his valuable merchandise survived the bombing. I'm gonna say, I need a team. Out loud. I don't think that's actually going to give me a team. You say this to the head engineer, who puts his head in his hands and sighs. He gathers a small team of intelligent people to help you. Now what is it? I need a team! Okay, team! You say this to the team and have them follow you. Unfortunately, the big bad gets wind that you're starting a rebellion and kills you before you can start it. Wait, I'm dead now? Shortest campaign I've ever fucking seen. You gather some former team members and start a rebellion. What? You were successful in overthrowing the big bad and establishing a new kingdom. Unfortunately, you become a random, unimportant person in it. Eventually, your story fades into obscurity. What a fucking okay. New story. Alright, let's try mystery this time. I want to be a detective. Enter your character's name. Dick Phillips. Detective time this time. Let's try a story that goes slightly longer. You are Dick Phillips, a detective living in Chicago. You have a pistol and a police badge. You enter the forest where you believe the criminal you're searching for fled the forest of Chicago. Suddenly you see him. Stop right there, you say. The criminal turns around and fires a shot at you with his rifle. You manage to duck under it, so the man flees into the forest. Follow man, gun in hand, ready to strike like a cobra with a gun. You follow the man, gun in hand, ready to strike like a cobra with a gun. He leads you to a cave and enters it. Enter cave as well. You enter the cave and the man comes up behind you and hits you over the head with a shovel. He then escapes and his crimes are never solved. But yours are. What? What does that mean? You have been killed by the caveman. What? This game is fucking hard. What do you mean I've been killed by the caveman? How am I bad at AI dungeon? Okay, well, yeah, let's try fantasy again. This time we're gonna be a wizard, and my name's gonna be Grunglonian. Now, a wizard has powers. I feel like I should be a little bit better off and not fucking die before we get past one page. You are Gronglonian, a wizard living in the kingdom of Larian. You have a staff and a spell book. Good. Equipment. You finish your long journey and finally arrive at the ruin you've been looking for. You have come here searching for a mystical spell book of great power called the Book of Essence. Read spellbook. I need to know what I have to work with. You have found a spellbook. You look through it. What do you mean I have found a Okay. Read spellbook. Thank you, AI. If I have to fucking spell it out for you. You have found the Book of Essence. I found the quest. Find magical book called the Book of Essence. Completed. I had it on me the whole time. Current quest. Learn spells from the spellbook. Learn spells from spellbook. Fuck, now I'm learning how to play the game. You learn the spells Poison Dart, Invisibility, and Fireball. Well, quests. Okay. I need a new quest. Look around. Now I just need something to do. You walk through the door and find yourself in a large open area. A dark hooded figure stands before 3 smaller portals. You say, yo. The AI doesn't know what to say. Okay, what happens next? The hooded figure is actually your mom, and she says, Gronglonian, what are you doing home? I'm just giving the AI a little bit of help. The hooded figure is actually your mom, and she says, Gronglonian, what are you doing home? I've been wandering the land, and I found a magical book with magic so powerful only a fool would pass up the chance to study it. Bully my mother like Sam Hyde does in those classic YouTube videos.
Loving my mom is my favorite thing.
For Christ's sake!
Shit's gonna get real, man. Like real. Who says this? Me or my mom? Just watch the news, man. At that moment, breaking headlines appear on your television. I thought I was in a fucking wizard world, but okay. Watch television. The news says that a man has shot several people at a local school. Bullshit. Fucking false flag, dude. Go to school to investigate false flag operation. Yes. How did it know? The school must be a false flag operation and the government is hiding something from us. What the hell are you talking about? Your mom says. You don't respond and instead go to your room. Post on 4chan about false flag operation. You post on 4chan about how the government is hiding something from everyone and how you're going to investigate this. Teleport to school that was in the news. You appear in an old abandoned school. The government is hiding something from us. You say to yourself, the government is hiding something from us. A voice comes back. Hello? Anyone here? No. The voice responds. You begin to hear demonic laughter. Cast invisibility. You turn invisible. Found you, the voice says. Help. I'm hiding, you say. That's the point, the voice says. The demonic laughter gets louder. I don't understand. Look for source of the laughter. Over here, the voice says to your right. You turn in that direction. No, over here, the voice says from your left. Now the demonic laughter is all around you. Cast fireball. The fireball goes out. Now you've done it, the voice says. The walls begin to close in around you. You scream. You're never heard from again. You are now the mother of Gronglonian. You haven't heard from your son in months. You were getting worried. Watch the news. That'll give me some. Yeah. I hope the AI can understand what's going on here. That was actually just the prologue to the story. The news reports say that an entire village in the middle of a civil war was destroyed by a lone man with a backpack. You shake your head. The world today. My son would have thought that was a false flag operation and that the government was hiding something from us. You go to your room and sit on your computer. You write a blog post explaining all your thoughts about the government. Like mother, like son. What do I'm just a blogger now? You get a knock on the door. Who is it, you say? It's me, your mother says. Okay, we're now interacting with the main character's grandmother. Oh, hi, Mom. Grunglonian is missing, and I'm pretty upset. I don't know what the fuck. AI Dungeon is weird now. I know, honey, your mom responds. It's just another shooting happened, and this time it involved the president. What? You say? You turn on the news. The president is dead. The news reads. Well, that was quick. Vow revenge against the killer of both Glunglonian and, more importantly, Donald J. Trump, because clearly a serial killer is involved here. You go to the police station with your theory. We've got a suspect in custody. Well, he's clearly innocent because he's black. Oh, right, we're in Chicago. I forgot. No, we're not in Chicago. We're in the fucking fantasy realm. What is? Well, he's clearly innocent. Because he's black, the lieutenant says. Well, no, it's pretty suspicious that he's black. Not really, the lieutenant says. Most of the people in this city are black. What city is this again? Detroit. So is this a conspiracy? The government caused all of this? No, ma'am, the government caused none of this. It's just a really unfortunate series of events. Could I see the suspect? Also, fantasy Detroit? Yeah, cool. The lieutenant takes you down a hallway and into a room. Mr. Donald J. Trump? No, wait, he's not black. They must mean Obama. Yes! Yes, the man says. He gets out of his chair and looks at you. What's this all about, he asks. You begin to cry again and explain your plight. I thought you were dead. Mr. Donald J. Trump stops you and gives you a warm hug. Wow, thanks, Mr. Donald J. Trump. You're the best. It almost makes up for my dead wizard son. While I appreciate the sentiment, Mr. Trump says, I feel confident that your son is not dead, but rather displaced in time. What do you mean, Trump? What do you mean displaced in time? I'm talking about your son. I'm talking about the fact that I'm the key to finding him. Mr. Donald J. Trump pulls out his phone and dials a number. Hello, Steve. I need you to find my Finnish friends. I'm Finnish? Minecraft Steve? Just a guess. I'm just hoping that Trump knows Minecraft Steve. Yes. Minecraft Steve, I need you to find your son. His name is Joe Brown. Whose name is Joe Brown? Minecraft Steve? My son? My son's name is Grunglorian. What was my son's name? Who is Joe Brown? Well, apparently he is called Joe Brown in the real world, Mr. Trump explains. His Minecraft name is Minecraft Steve. Okay, makes sense to me. Look, in Minecraft, your son goes by the name Grungle, correct? Yes? Yes? Okay, continue. Yes, you do know I don't know how Donald J. Trump knows my son, Grunglonian's Minecraft username. Why are we still standing in this prison cell? Because I don't want to miss this opportunity. You begin to realize that you are an idiot. Oh no. Yes, you are correct to be ashamed. I've wasted precious time with you and must now demand that we make our way to the nearest terminal so that we may find and save your son. Okay, go to terminal with Trump. An hour later, you arrive at the terminal. There you see a crowd of people gathered around a plastic table. Look at people and table. The man at the table has red hair, a white shirt, a tan jacket, jeans, and cowboy boots. He's selling tickets to an upcoming Mindplexian musical. What the fuck is Mindplexian? Am I not hip? It's a wonderful place, filled with love, happiness, and sadness. The man takes out a small pickaxe made of gold and gives it to you. Go to terminal. All right, just go to terminal. Let's stay on track here, AI. The terminal is filthy. There's trash everywhere. Empty cans of Red Bull, cups from Starbucks, half-eaten slices of pizza. You look around and see that everyone else is ignoring the trash. Eat the pizza. It's perfectly good fucking pizza. It's cold and tastes terrible. You feel nauseated for a second, then hungry. Fast for 30 days straight. I just want to see if I'm capable. You give your body time to adjust to the new food intake. After a month of eating nothing but salads and running 5 miles every morning, you assess your situation. Okay, so 1 month later, go back to terminal. You begin walking back to the terminal. You see a sign on the road that says airport left 1 mile, airport right 3 miles. This story is going nowhere. Trump has a lot of patience. What a great guy. Say, do you know if the airport is left or right from here? Both, dummy. Both, huh? That's interesting. Tell me more. You explain the sign to Mr. Trump. Go to the fucking terminal. Let's continue the story. Just go to the I don't even know what we're doing at the terminal. You make your way to the terminal. After a minute of walking, you see an old man with white hair, a mustache, and a goatee. He has a Scottish fold cat on his shoulders. Ignore him. Go to terminal. You continue to the terminal. The Scottish fold is meow. Is he following me now? And it's incredibly annoying. Shut that cat up, you say. You shut the cat up, Mr. Donald J. Trump says. Fine. Kill cat. Then go to terminal. You pull out your gun. Take aim at the Scottish fold. Just as you're about to pull the trigger, the old man knocks it out of your hand. Oh my. Strangle old man. You begin to strangle the old man. The cat looks on and meows in an incredibly annoying way. The old man begins to kick as you continue to squeeze. Somebody do something! Tighten your grip around his weak old man throat. Soon the old man stops moving. Goodbye, you say. You then turn to the cat. It backs away from you, trying to find a way out. Move on and go to the fucking terminal. You walk to the terminal. The security line is incredibly long and snaked around the entire airport. Oh, airport terminal. Wait in line. Where are we going, Trump? Where are we going? Cut in line to get to the plane faster. I assume we're going on a plane, right? You lunge forward and knock over the person in front of you. Hey, what the hell, dude? He says. My son is in danger, dude. Well, that sucks, but you can't just push people over. Why not? Because it's not nice to push people. I don't care if it's not nice. You're a whiny bitch, and I'm going to find my son. You begin to get angrier and angrier. Your vision becomes red as rage takes over you. You begin to feel a surge of adrenaline, and your strength and confidence grow. You know, this story is going nowhere, so I'm going to see how this works. Find son. You continue to stand, knocking over the person ahead of you. The surge of confidence and strength continues and slowly fades away. What the hell, dude? You can't just push people over. Push him over. You lunge forward, knocking over the person in front of you. A surge of confidence and strength fills your body and soon fades away. What the hell, dude? You can't just push people over. Time loop. I know we've got caught in a time loop. Oh shit, that's what happened to my son! Remember, my son was displaced in time! So now I've gone to I can find my son now! When I typed find my son, and the moment I typed find my son, the AI put me in a time loop. The AI actually knows what's going on. Search this displacement of time for my son. You quickly lunge forward, knocking over the person in front of you. Call to Trump for help. You call to Mr. Drumpf. Okay, game. But he doesn't answer. Instead, you get his voicemail. Leave a very angry message. While you already feel like you've been waiting an eternity in this airport, physically only about 10 minutes have passed. You know this because your watch, which you're still wearing, is still keeping perfect time. Leave time. You quickly leave the line, knowing that more people will be coming soon. You make your way to the TSA security checkpoint. Somehow we just escaped that time loop, by the way. Like, we just snapped out of it. Like, we looked at our watch and, like, we're back. So, Mr. Donald J. Trump, what next? Well, we board the plane to Denver, and then we find the little bastards, replies Mr. Trump. Okay, I'm not gonna ask any questions. Just board the plane to Denver. I don't know who these little bastards are. And I don't know why Denver is the name of this displacement in time. Now that you've boarded the plane, you sit next to an empty seat. The seat next to you is taken by a large man wearing cowboy boots, jeans, a plaid shirt, and a cowboy hat. Didn't I see you earlier? Another cowboy? Probably not. I'd remember someone like you. But then again, I've got terrible memory. What's your name? The name's Chuck, he replies. You shake his hand, which completely engulfs your own. I'm Jim. I'm Jim. Somewhere you head, Jim. I'm trying to find my son, Grunglonian. Also, despite the name, yes, I am a woman and a mother. Ah, I see, Chuck replies. Well, I'm just here to find my son, Grunglonian. And yes, despite the name, I'm a person and father. You laugh. Wait, Chuck, my love, my husband. I thought you were dead years ago. This story keeps getting deeper and deeper. I thought you were dead years ago, remarks Chuck. I guess this is a sign we were never meant to be together. Don't say that, Chuck. I love you. I love you, you say to Chuck. You hug him tightly, and he wraps his big burly arms around you. All your worries seem to fade away. But what about Grunglonian? This is fucking, I love this story. This story fucking rules. But what about Grunglonian? Chuck replies. He gives you a quick peck on the cheek, and you board the plane to find you. We're on the plane! And you board the plane to find your son. Fall asleep in Chuck's arms. You fall asleep in Chuck's arms. Wake up from a terrible nightmare. I don't know where this is going. The plane sits on the tarmac, everything dark. You look over at Chucky. Chucky? I call him Chucky. He's dead. No! Not Chuck too! You shake him, but it's no use. He's dead. You're alone. You look out the window at the lights of the airport. Check his body for clues. I don't understand what the fuck happened. How did he die on this plane? You run your hand through Chucky's pockets and feel a small card. You pull it out, turning on the flashlight on your phone. It's an ATM slip. The slip reads, Eustace and Ludwig's department store. The amount? $50 million! You could be $50 million! What? You close Chucky's eyes like in a movie, then wipe away your tears and get off the plane. You're immediately greeted by a man in a black suit. Ma'am, I'm humbled to meet you. My name is Steve! It's Minecraft Steve again! Steve, you say, pointing to his name tag. Were you named after Steve? Yes, he replies. Do you like Minecraft too? You stare at him, shocked. Of course I like Minecraft, but are you really going to help me find my son? This is fucking wild. I don't understand. Of course I'm going to help you find your son, he says, confused. If you'll follow me, please. Pickpocket Steve's wallet. I need to check his ID. Pickpocket his pocket and grab his wallet. You find his license. You gasp! His name is actually Joseph Brown! It is Joe Brown! It's actually him! This AI is amazing at keeping track of some of this shit. You follow Steve to the place he's taking you. It's a small room with 4 chairs and a table. Please, have a seat. You sit down in one of the chairs. I'll be right back, Steve says, and then he leaves the room, leaving the door open. Suddenly there's a knock on the door. The door's open. Come in. The door's open. Steve enters the room and sits down. Why did he knock? I have good news and bad news. Pick which one you want to hear first. The good news. We know where your son is. And what's the bad news? He's dead. Right? Is that what we're gonna... And what's the bad news, you ask, scared to hear what he says? The bad news is we're out of milk. You stare at him in disbelief for a few seconds. Riot! This is unacceptable. No milk? Riot. I demand you go find my son right now. What the hell, man? You stand up, ready to fight Steve in order to find your son. Steve grabs your shoulder. Punch Steve. You're a mother. Your son needs milk. You punch Steve in the nose with your right gauntlet. I'm wearing gauntlets? You hear a crunching sound as Steve falls back in his chair. Now where the fuck is my son? You promised you'd buy milk if we needed it, and you didn't. I don't know, man. This is going weird places. I don't know where this is. You're right. I'm sorry. But the city's in chaos. The streets are infested with demons. The demons are fucking... Oh, my son was taken prisoner by demons, or maybe killed, unknown. And now we've gone to the source of the demons, Denver, so that we can find my son. Google best tactics to kill demons. You skim the article and learn that demons can't be killed by conventional weapons. They contain a toxin, which makes them invulnerable to damage except from silver. Hey, Steve, do we have any silver bullets? Yeah, I do. You hand the gun to Steve, who hands you a silver bullet. I just traded a gun for a bullet. We need to find a portal. Here we go. Where we can access different parts of the timeline. Then we can go back and save my son. How do we do that? I don't know. I've never been a time wizard. Search for a time wizard. You search around the room for a time wizard. Around the room! Around the room! Man, I hope there's a time wizard conveniently right here. You find a note on the bookshelf. The note is addressed to a Mr. T, and it says that Mr. T has an appointment with Doctor. The note says that Dr. Zinchenko will assess Mr. T to see if he has powers and is worthy of being a time wizard at the Academy of Magic. Steve, come look at this. I love this. This is so fucking Kino. You look up the phone book. You look for a Mr. T. There are 2 listings for a Mr. T in the phone book. One is for a Mr. T. Call the number. Call it. You call Mr. T's phone number. Hello, Mr. T, you ask? Yes, he says groggily. I'm looking for a Mr. T. Trace the phone number. You look up the phone number that the man gave you. Phone number traces to a street in Armpit County, Tennessee. I'm not going to Tennessee. Teleport Mr. T here. Armpit County, you say? When you see him, you don't know what to think. He's very unusual looking. Are you a time wizard? Let's move this story forward. Me? A time wizard? Maybe. Okay, maybe I am. Now that we got that out of the way, why are you here? I need you to take me back in time to save my son. I can't do that. I'm not a time wizard, he says, annoyed. What? Yes, you are. No, I'm not. But you just took me back in time. That was a mistake. I only do that to get out of conversations like this. What? All right. Shoot the time wizard with the silver bullet. I've got a fucking hunch. You shoot the time wizard with the silver bullet. Ah! He cries. A bright, shining light appears when you shoot him. What did you do? He asked. Fine, fine, he groans. You're gonna take me back in time to save my son? I convinced him by shooting him. Go back in time to the school shooting. You walk into the school with the time wizard. Search for kids that look like school shooters. You know what I'm saying? There's a type, you know. You see a group of kids laughing in a circle. Those are the type to be school shooters, the time wizard says. No, they're the type to be school shot. You see 2 girls fighting over a boy. Those are the type to be school shooters. There's no such thing as a female school shooter. This fucking time wizard does not understand school shootings at all. Fine, let's go. You walk to the parking lot with the time wizard. You hear gunshots right through the air. Oh no, it happened again. Chase after the gunshots. We were too late. No. You chase after the gunshots as children run out of the school. You see a man holding a gun, walking calmly towards a group of children. No, 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 you yell. Tackle the shooter! Holy shit. You tackle the man, knocking the gun away. It fires as it hits the ground, shooting through a car window. What's wrong with you, you ask? I'm a school shooter. Grab the gun. You pick up the gun, walking towards the children! Why did you do it, you ask? I got bullied a lot in school, and I snapped. Say, me too, and shoot the man. What a line. You shoot the man, killing him. Why did you do it, you ask? I got bullied a lot in school. Shoot his ghost, too. Please work. You enter your son's old room. What? You see your wife, lying with her eyes open. What's wrong, you ask? This is clearly the time demon. Reject the time demon's illusions! You scream, pulling yourself away from the illusion. You see a time wizard laughing at you. Ha ha! Fooled you, he laughs. You see your wife in real life, screaming. Break this illusion, too! Confront the demon! You pull your wife into a kiss, closing your eyes tightly. That's my boy. You hear the time wizard laugh. You open your eyes, seeing your beautiful wife. I don't have a wife. Shoot wife. Shoot wife, who is actually demon. You shoot your wife, who explodes into a burst of blood and gore. Good job, the time wizard laughs. Grab hold of time wizard. You tackle the time wizard, grabbing him and holding him in a tight grip. Get off me! He laughs. Never, you yell. Where is my son? This is the final confrontation. Finally, your son died when you rejected the chance to save him. Now, I must kill you. Why do you want to kill me? Because time must continue. This is how it ends. Cast fireball on time wizard. You cast a fireball, setting the time wizard on fire. What are you doing? I'm burning up! Good. The Time Wizard bursts into flames, screaming. Piss on his body. You pull down your pants and piss on the burning corpse. It screams before exploding. You feel rain hit your face. It's raining now. I don't know what the fuck's going on anymore. I don't know if that means my son's actually dead or what the fuck's going on. What do I do? What do I do? Say goodbye. You whisper goodbye as the rain falls and you fall on the floor. Examine your body for wounds. You see a gaping hole where your chest used to be. The sight of it terrifies you as you realize you're still alive. Hello? Is anyone there? You ask. Hello? Rest in peace. No, you can't die! Not after everything you've done! You'll rest when you're dead! Until then, you're not finished yet! Find my son! Yes! You searched the earth for your son. It's been a few months since the incident. You've looked everywhere, but haven't found— Try again. I don't want to start a whole new fucking journey. Try again. You know what? Hug the body of the Time Wizard, who is actually Grunglonian. The twist. The blood of the Time Wizard turns to dust in your hands. I loved my dad, you hear yourself say. What? What does that have to do with anything? My final words to my son. I loved my dad. The rain washes over you as you close your eyes. What a Kino fucking story! What a Kino fucking story! What actually happened is my son Grunglonian was trapped in time by a time demon. He then mastered time, became a time wizard, because he was a wizard, and then became the person to cause his own death. And the only way to set himself free from his demonhood and his trap in the time displacement, the paradox of him constantly shooting up a school, causing himself to becoming a time demon, causing himself to shoot up the school, causing himself to become a time demon, the only way out was for me to get into that time displacement and kill him myself. And my final words were, I loved my dad.
Chase till